Hello, gamers. How's it going? Hope you are all having a lovely Sunday, or approximately a Sunday if it's not exactly Sunday for you. We are going to be playing the same list that I played on Thursday. We're trying out this new card here, Pest Control. If you missed last stream, I'll give a very quick spiel of what I'm thinking about this card. Uh, I think that Pest Control long term is it's hard for me to imagine a time where this card isn't going to be a great option for us. Um, like destroy, legacy plays a lot of the things you play in legacy are cheap, efficient, and having kind of like a really cheap board wipe for all the cheap efficient things that can be done is pretty good. You can kill all the Delver 1 drops, you kill every token that exists. Fast mana. I really like it against lands in particular. Like getting to kill all their constructs and their Mox Diamonds and their Saga targets and their explorations all in one card seems like totally crazy to me. I don't know how much it like fixes that matchup, but like it's very exciting there. Um, I don't know how good it actually is right now, primarily because um, Up the Beanstalk and Reanimate, both in like tempo and control decks, kind of push the average cost of the cards that end up in play kind of high up. Like this doesn't have like any text against scam or beans basically. Um, but I think it has a lot of applications elsewhere, and I'm willing to try it out. It only kills Vile and Mom on our side, neither of which I'm super concerned with, really, because like if I know that I'm playing towards pest control, then like I can make my plays with that information. Um, and a lot of times it's mostly going to be good for um, just like keeping the decks that get under you really quickly kind of in control, which is where Vile and Vile is kind of important. Mom is certainly less so, but that's what I'm trying. And obviously it cycles if you really need it to. So just interested in trying out the card, seeing if it feels as good in the matchups that I would want to bring it in as I think it does. It does kill our tokens, but it only kills it kills Battle of Bywater food, exactly Orcish Bowmaster armies and Batterskull, and like that's it. So I don't think that really means a whole lot. This hand is perfectly good. My opponent is mulling to 6. I think my feeling is like if you have gotten the chance to put a Batterskull into play, you're probably past the point where you need to be casting it anyway. That's kind of how I see like any instance where it's killing one of our cards. Is that like if that it like the whole point is like it's going to kill like 9 permanents or whatever of your opponents to your 2 or whatever. And I think that trade is the whole point is for the trade to basically always be in your favor. I also think it's like decent against the synthesizer stompy decks because you can clear all of their constructs. I don't know how much that really matters because that's annoying. Just because words. Because it doesn't kill the synthesizer itself. But I still think it's okay. I'm just going to keep using all my mana because I'm probably going to want to recruit and then violin like Stoneforge next turn if I don't have to use the Skyclave. You can also essentially save your 1-drops with the Yorion Wisp, so it's even less bad. Yeah, again, if you're at that point, I don't think you are likely to like have to cast the card, but yes, that is true. All right. what happens? I guess they have a guaranteed Muxus because I just don't have removal and there's nothing I could do about that. Yep, okay. Do you whiff? Not even close to a whiff. Got it. Yep. Well, if I had Solitude, I think I win on the spot, but I did not, so I think I am just very, very dead. Yeah. Yeah, we can go to the next game. This deck is stupid. Alright, good start to the night. Cabal Therapy is a banger. Containment Priest. I think that's it, right? Board out like Scarab Swarm, Cauldra, Lauren, and a Bowmasters. Does that seem right? That seems right. Yeah. All right. Discard or removal. This is like the same hand again. I mean, I don't think I can mulligan this. It's just gonna feel terrible when I get got again. I don't like that at all. I think I'm just gonna Bowmaster this Skirk Prospector actually. Because that keeps them from. It means that if they're just trying to cast. Like the problem with Skirk Prospector in play is that it doesn't matter what they roll with a Mind Goblin or with a Mind Goblin they can cast Muxus regardless of what they roll. Yeah. And they rolled a 4. I can live with that. Okay. I wish I had my token in play, but I will have to live. What do I want to do here? It's tempting to play a Thalia or a Stoneforge because I do kind of need to control the board, but I think the best play here is actually just to use all of my mana because I'd much rather go double 2-drop next turn. So I'm going to recruit for a Solitude. I don't have to use anything now if my opponent chooses to activate Battlecry Goblin instead of using their mana doing anything else. I'm perfectly happy to like just kill their Battlecry in response. Or they're just gonna cast a Muxus on turn 3. Battlecry, yeah. Yeah, okay. Whiff this time? it's not great, but it's something. So I get to kill the Muxus. That Muxus flipped two others, so there's only one left in their deck that they can actually look for. But now we just have to figure out how to not die, which I think I have to draw a land here. Actually, a land doesn't even do it. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. No choices made, other than mulligans, maybe. And right into Doomsday. Okay, what a night. At least very likely to be Doomsday. Nope. Sure. What else am I gonna do? Technically, last time I played Artisan, they were playing Rug Delver. But I mean, I'm keeping a hand that's pretty good against Delver if that's what it is. Mulligan to 5. Okay. Something tells me that this is a... Okay. Goodbye, Stoneforge. Looking for discard, looking for basically... that'll work, yeah. Basically, I think like Thoughtseize or any 2-drop are the cards I'm looking for. Not really a whole lot else. I'm just going to do this now while they don't have any mana up. I'm not going to use it as removal. Might as well do it while they're less likely to have a counterspell in hand. I think what's going to happen is they're about to go Dark Ritual Doomsday, but I hope I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Nice. Alright, Thoughtseize Bug was just one turn behind. Go ahead and get a Cauldron and continue to pray. I am guessing this is... Oh, never mind. I assumed that was going to be getting an Undercity Sewers. But it's almost more confusing that it's an Underground Sea that then didn't do anything. Okay, alright. I will take it. I think that's... Yeah, this is it against... Yeah, sure, that's good enough. Have I played any leagues with Pest since the last league I streamed? No, I did not. If you only had 2 Scrublands, probably just play a second Surveil Lands. Probably fine. I know there are some lists that are playing, I think, 3 Scrubs and 2 Surveil Lands. That seems like a bit much to me, but like I think as a Scrubland replacement, honestly fine. This hand is a bit too slow. This hand would be great if it had any mana. This hand will work. Get rid of the Wisp and the Mom, yeah. I wonder if this Thoughtseize takes a Thoughtseize. Sure does. Can I draw Thoughtseize off the top? Darn. Ooh, having to pedal for a brainstorm. Damn, they found it. Oh, this is going to be a Doomsday? Sure looks like it. Yeah. Good brainstorm indeed. Anything crazy? Doesn't look like it. No. Force. Okay, no forces in the cards they have. I don't know how much anything I'm going to do is going to matter. I think I'm just looking for a discard spell off the top, basically. I don't think the Thalia is going to really do anything. But we'll see if it does. Sure doesn't. That's a daze. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I only saw 1 Daze exiled. No, sorry, 2 Dazes exiled. So I knew usually they play at least 3, if not 4. But luckily for me, I'm surprised they didn't have a way to win, even if they drew even if they had to cast the Daze. Mm-hmm. Okay, there they go. All right, game 3 on the play. Let's see what happens. Excuse me. Had a long day today. Well, if this had a swamp, I would keep it. But unfortunately, it doesn't. And this hand kind of sucks, too. Yeah, I can't keep this. Turn 1 Surveil land save me. A 4 might honestly be better than this. I don't know. There's just not a lot to do with those, with the hands that we drew, unfortunately. No, thank you. I'm going to go Bowmasters first, actually. Maybe I'm supposed to just cast a sorcery speed there also. I think I probably am. Because now this just gives them an opening to brainstorm, yeah. I think the answer is almost always to cast at sorcery speed against combo decks. Ooh. Strash Daddy, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going, everybody? Harry, thank you so much for the 10 months of subscriptions. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everybody. We're starting the night off not great, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna get back into it. Damn, I was really hoping it wouldn't have the counterspell for Lauren, because Lauren plus Solitude in hand actually is like really good against Thassa's Oracle. Kind of squeeze them both ways that when you do it like that. Lots of mana, but no Doomsday cast yet. Now there's Doomsday cast. All Force of Wills have been revealed. Okay. It's like so unlikely that they aren't able to go off with a perfect Oracle, but we'll see. I'm going to be 1 damage off. Yeah. He's brought in Leyline because I have 6 discard spells. And it's like, those are by far kind of like, they're almost the only cards that really interact with them. No, not just Bowmasters. I have Thoughtseize and Cabal Therapy. Round one was Muxus. I got turn 2 Muxus in game 1 and turn 3 Muxus in game 2. Yeah. I did not have Solitude or Swords to Plowshares in either of those games, so I exploded. It was nothing interesting about it to keep it short. when when you lose, doesn't take very long. That's usually true, I guess. Yeah, I've definitely had some long ones that I was very frustrated when I lost, but yeah, I think generally you lose pretty quick. We got 61 cards. I will keep this hand against basically anything. "61 cards with a Misty Rainforest." Wonder what that means. Muxus does play Bombardiers. That was one of the cards that honestly kind of like made the deck explode, more or less. Um, well, my opponent is playing Bug, and they missed on their second land. And basically, the question is, how much do I want to risk the top of their deck being a land? Um, hey, Mir, how's it going? It really is just rolling like a D3 on whether I'm supposed to take the Ponder or the Beanstalk. Um, but I think I'm probably supposed to take the Beanstalk anyway because it's going to be a problem no matter when they cast it. So yeah, we'll just take the Beanstalk. There's a potential, I think, for taking Ponder to mean like a free win, but I don't know that that's worth the risk of the other going the other way where it feels very hard to win. As exciting as it would be to to just get them. So yeah, I think I am pretty happy to just cast Athalia here. They have the Bowmasters to answer it. Um, but at least that's them like using their whole turn to do that. And I can just play the other one. Is this just a... Yeah, okay, I was going to say, if they choose the Murderous Cut here, I'm perfectly happy with that because it means that they didn't kill my Stoneforge and that their graveyard is like completely empty for these two cards that need a lot of cards in their yard. I'm going to Surveil here. No, I don't need another Solitude here. force, pitching a stifle. Okay. All right. Gross. Can I get a Skyclave Apparition, please? Or Lauren. Either one would be fine. That's not bad, actually. Okay. Yeah, I just have to take a Murktide Regent there. To be a little worried about my life total because I apparently cannot draw cards to put into play. There's possibly an argument for taking a daze so that I can cast my 5-drops, but I'm not super excited about that idea right now. They mill and they're making me drain? Gross. Hard to not take a Murktide that cantrips. Yeah, that's kind of where my head was at. I am just gonna let this Yorion get countered. I think I kind of have to. Yeah. I need to give myself the opportunity to spike the Murktide with the Solitude. So that I can like finally start blocking these Bowmasters. And I just have to hope that one of the cards they drew was not another Force or Daze. Or I draw a land and I just need it to not be Daze. Or not be Force. I think that is a good enough reason for me to actually start with Swords and then cast Recruiter. Okay. And then this will get a Stoneforge Mystic. I think. Or I could get the Lauren here. No, I want to get a Stoneforge. Beans is dumb, George. So brave. Ugh. I was really hoping to dodge Wasteland. Another Murktide? God. Where do you get off? Yeah, I gotta just save all the life that I can now. Alright. Draw a card. Okay. Cool. And I think this feels like a spot for Batterskull. It's either Batterskull or Sash, but I'm just like a little worried about my life total here. Any thought of getting Bowmaster? No, mainly for the reason that they're at 30 life. they just have so much life that Bowmasters is not really going to. It's not going to like force them to be doing things that are going to be good for me, really. Um, and it doesn't deal like it doesn't present really that much of a problem for them. Also, if they just have a Bowmaster, which is the most common removal spell in their deck, then yeah, it doesn't look great. Pre-war formal wear, that's true. I would very likely be getting formal wear here, so we'll do a quick exclamation point formal wear for that real quick. Hey, nice, we got a Bowmaster anyway. Sauron's Ransom. Okay, what do we got here? The 4th Murktide Regent. Okay, so we're splitting up the Murktide and the Force, and then it's just a question of what else goes where. Um, I think I would rather give them the Bayou than the Misty because the Misty could be a what is the word that I am thinking of? Um, the Misty could be a Mystic Sanctuary. Um, I wonder if I put Force and Mist. I would rather they take this pile. So I wonder if I just put it face up. Um, although I doubt that they do. So maybe I give them this pile because there's a chance that they're going to look at this Murktide and be like, well, they're nowhere close to casting it, and they need to put more pressure on me than that. Yeah, I'll split it like this. Beanstalk shouldn't draw a card by entering the battlefield. I agree. That's cool. They bins the Murktide. That is all 4 Murktides out of their deck. They are going to have a hard time winning the game now. Oh, they had the Sanctuary in their hands. Okay, that's kind of funny. Until they cast an Endurance. Well, they'll only shuffle 1 in. The rest are all exiled. Okay. I'm not really concerned with them having a Lorien revealed here. I'm also not that concerned with the Brazen Borrower. This one's tough because it's literally all action. Never saw a Beanstalk deck out. Oh, I have decked Beans decks like 4 times, I think. I think there was a 5th time, but I lost on clock. Where like we were at the point where they couldn't win, but I didn't actually clock that or deck them out while I still had time. I don't know. I'm not gonna think too hard about this one. Is this another Bowmasters? No, it's a petty theft. Okay, that's fine. So they have a Lorien revealed and an Uro in their hand right now, and then 3 other cards. Okay, bummer. Wonder if we were supposed to bounce in response to counter the borrower. Maybe. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. They still have the force. They do still have the force from the first ransom. Yep, that's true. So we could cast this Solitude to force it out, but that doesn't feel great. Are we supposed to just take our draw step, or do we cast this? I guess we can take our draw step. Let's see how many days we've seen. Only 1 days. So let's see what happens when we just cast this Swords. Force pitching the Uro that was in their hands. And now we have the opportunity to cast this Solitude and then lose to days. With only 21 cards left in their deck, I think it is worth it to just wait. And then cast it next turn, yeah. Although, actually, because I know they have Stifle in their deck, I'm going to make sure that I fetch right now. And actually, that means I'm also going to do... Yeah, okay. I'm going to do all this right now. Just to play around Stifle. Where is white as the 4th color? Bug Beans has been a deck for quite a while now. It's very, very normal. It hasn't been as popular lately, but like Bug Beans is absolutely one of like the more popular, at least since Eternal Weekend has been one of the very well-known Beans decks. I think with the Bayou gone, this is probably all of their fetchable lands right now. This looks like a Murderous Cut on the Germ. Yeah, okay. Lots of days I know they don't have in their hand now, so that's nice. Gross, get out of here. Okay, now I just need them to not have the 4th Force of Will, right? 1. No, it'd be the 3rd or 4th. So I guess I have to start with this Thoughtseize and then cross my fingers. Well, Stifle also would have done it, so we can get that out of here. And oh, the command is lethal. I forgot that stupid mode on that card. All right, yeah. So I just needed to equip the germ to the stone, or the Batterskull to the Stoneforge there. Oh yeah, the equip would also get stifled. We would at least live a turn though, because then we could block the Stoneforge and also die. So yeah, we were dead no matter what. I hate this matchup. Not because it's bad. It's just a very frustrating one to play. Boarding in all of these. I'm going to cut the Jite. All of the Thalias. And then, what do I usually cut after that? I think it's a Mother of Runes. Yeah. All right, we're down a bit of time, so I'll have to play this a bit faster. Hopefully our opening hand is pretty good. Not a 1-lander against this stupid deck. I can't keep it. All right, this I will keep. What am I getting rid of? It's one of the 3 drops, but they're both pretty good. I'll keep the Lauren, I think. It gives me a lot more flexibility on the cards that this Thoughtseize can get. Never mind. Okay. Hello, SSBM Pepperjack. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. How's it going? How's it going? Unfortunately, I don't really want to play this Caracas. I'll just sorcery speed this Bowmasters. Okay, they do have a Surveil land that they didn't fetch last game. Finally get to catch me live. Thanks for keeping the D&T content coming. You got it. More than happy to. Ugh, and they drew the Fatal Push. Gross. We better not lose because of this. They get to cast a Murktide, but we have a Solitude for it at least. Okay, I was like gonna scream if their last 2 cards were Force Blue card. Can I please draw planes? I'm begging you. Nope. least they're not doing anything. Oh my god. At least this hand is like pretty cracked as soon as we draw planes, but like what is going on? Okay. Um I wonder what I'm going to name here. What are cards that they would not have cast yet? They would have cast a Beanstalk. They would have cast an Uro. They maybe wouldn't have cast a Murktide. Um, they maybe wouldn't have cast a Bowmaster. I think I'm going to name Bowmaster first. Fatal Push, Force, Force, Witherbloom Command. Okay. I'm going to get those forces out of their hand right now. Oh my god, we did it. Guess there's the piece. I mean, every card I cast gets answered. I think I should just do this though. Did they draw a third Force of Will here? Oh, Sanctuary, putting Brainstorm on top. Okay, that makes sense. Other... No, they did also draw Force of Will. Jesus Christ. Okay. XJ Cloud recently started streaming again. He streams on Tuesdays at, I believe, 10 Eastern. The only spicy tech is pest control is in my sideboard. Let's see. Okay, so they brainstormed, but both of these cards are still either in their hand or on top of their library. So they might not both be in their hand right now, but they're both there in some respect, which means that we can safely go ahead and swords that. Formal wear, I would actually 100% be getting formal wear here because of the known fatal push. So we can toss in another exclamation point formal wear like that. Okay, the first Stoneforge I think is going to get a Lion Sash. Maybe they choose not to use a removal spell and they get to sneak in the Batter Skull. Seems pretty unlikely, but it happens. Nope. They even reveal a different removal spell than the one I knew about. This casting a Brazen Borrower. Okay. Okay, so now they have... This should be where they have Witherbloom Command and Fatal Push in their hand. I just want to get this out of here so that it's fewer things killing me. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just cast the Lion Sash. These are both going to be 1-for-1s either way. So yeah, that's fine by me. I have no idea. I haven't cast Pest Control yet, so still trying to figure it out. I think long term, my stance is I don't know if it's good right now. Don't buy it to play it right now. But I just have a hard time seeing it not being good. I have a hard time imagining no time in the future where the card is not good, basically. I think eventually it's going to be a card we want to play. What you got over there is the last card. Witherbloom Command again. Cool, I'll take it. Yeah, I agree with sideboard staple. Right now, I'm testing it mostly just to see if it feels as good in the matchups that it's good in as I think it will be. Thus far, I have played against 0 of them, so. Yeah, for what it's worth, I don't know how much lower it will go, specifically because it's a big card, and those are just like annoyingly expensive because they're like super mythics, because of the way the collation worked with those cards, because they were gonna like originally be their own set or whatever. Sauron's Ransom, okay. Oh, fucking, ugh. Please just take the Beanstalk in the Wastelands, please. Fuck. Let's see how many spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 instants or sorceries. Ugh. I think I just have to make this big. At least I know there's only one Force of Will left in their deck. That certainly helps. I guess now that it's at least a 2/2, I can start going after spells. Okay, that helps theoretically quite a bit. I'm going to get more spells out of there. So it can be still a 7/7. Yeah. I'm going to pick up the pace a bit to make sure that we can actually play a third game here. I mean, keep in mind the cost of every card is relative to the other stuff, the demand of everything else in the set too, right? It's not really that simple. Okay. What am I getting here? This is totally a Scarab Swarm moment, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Scarab Swarm moment. I really need to draw a white card this turn, though. Here's the Beanstalk that we knew about. They have a Beanstalk and a Murktide, and I don't think we know about anything else. Okay. Got it. Seven Murktide. They have probably drawn their fourth Force. They also may have drawn a Stifle at this point. White card. There we go. That's what I really wanted to see. Okay, that's Murktide number 3 this time around? Yeah, it is. Okay. One, two, yeah, third Murktide. They only have one spell left in their yard. They've used all of their Force of Wills. There is an Uro. They are... Are they able? Yeah, they haven't drawn their Bayou yet, so they should be able to escape this right away. Yeah, there they go. Lands? Not quite the land I'm looking for. It's like they probably have a Daze that's been rotting in their hand for forever. Oh my god, they don't. Okay, let's go. A Deed is a possibility, but I think that's one I just have to live with. I'm going to block with all these to play around 2 Bowmasters. They haven't played a single Bowmaster yet, which is very strange. So maybe I'm supposed to play against triple Bowmaster here? I don't know. This all just seems kind of messed up. No forests or islands left. Do you have any swamps left? No. No fetch lands whatsoever. Oh, they have a murderous cut for the last one. Okay, so I needed to also block with a recruiter. And then I would have been okay. Alright, well that sucks. Land for Batterskull, please? No? Okay, that's something. What am I getting? I think this is just going to be for another Solitude. Yeah. Single blocking was a possibility there. I think I guess maybe single blocking was just the way to do it with them as low cards in their deck as they are. Maybe trying to actually kill the Uro is just adding risk where there doesn't need to be. And yeah, my opponent's Bowmasters being all on the bottom of the deck has destroyed me. Yeah, so I guess I just shouldn't have bothered trying to trade with the Uro. Just have an army of blockers. Yep. Okay. I hate this matchup so much. I liked it better when people weren't playing it anymore. Alright, we're playing for the 50 play points now. On the scheme of one landers, this one is pretty okay, especially on the draw. I'm going to keep it. Okay, thank God. I was like, please do not Ancient Tomb Chalice me right now. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that Karn. Alright, I don't know what's going on over here. We're in the O3 bracket. New Secret Layer Vial one? I don't know. I think new one is pretty cool. I would probably play it if it looked more like a Magic card, but unfortunately, I think they just look a little bit too much for me, for my tastes. Is this the one that's a destroy target creature? Yeah. Feels like that's worse than just playing an Urza Saga. But I'm not going to complain about it. I guess they really want to cast Collective Brutality. Yep. Did they escalate? They did not. Okay. Okay, that's hilarious. I cast my 2 vials, then they duress my swords, and then cast a chalice on one. That's just very funny. The chalice is annoying because it means his bowmasters won't do anything, especially now that I haven't drawn a land, but... I'm actually going to hold these. Annoying. Yeah, I guess I'm just passing. I really hope they don't have main deck Needle. That would be like really messed up of them. And in case that's happening, I'm activating my vials right now. Okay, they just go for Shadow Spear. That's annoying, but I can live with it. Yeah, now that my vials are going to be online next turn, feeling pretty good actually. You make another construct? Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather you do that than Shadow Spear, honestly. I'll just gain some life. Can I draw any land, please? Any land would be great. Nice. Now I can just go ahead and pretty much just going to wipe out all the constructs at this rate. I wonder if actually, maybe I was supposed to, yeah, I think I was supposed to actually recruit for Lauren and just kill the Saga before they made this extra construct. And just in case they have Needle and foolishly didn't go for it, I'm just going to do this now also, just to be safe. I would rather do it in combat so that I can flicker whatever they hit with the Shadow Spear, but it's just kind of too much of a disaster if I don't get to do it at all. Nope, just a Chrome Mox. Okay. Chrome Mox Leyline of the Void. Got it. We now know what we are dealing with. Yeah, I'll double block. Get out of here. Mother of Runes is not very good. But I can at least consider pitching it to the Solitude. I probably won't. I think I would rather wait until next turn. What is it, Chalice on 4? Or Chalice on 2? Seems like a Chalice on 2, and they're just struggling with the fact that they have to pay an extra for Thalia. Oh, it's Karn. Well, I like that a lot less. But it is at least pretty likely that we're going to just kill a Karn and then go on our way. It just means that we're going to have to pitch the Solitude unless they attack with the Construct. Oh, goodness. There's the Needle. Thankfully, they cannot cast it. They can't cast it because of Thalia, and it's going to get countered because of Chalice. So we are safe in that respect. Okay, so keep this on 3, keep this on 5, or take that up to 5. Jite. Yeah, okay. So we're going to pitch the Mom to the Solitude. Get this construct out of the way. Attack Karn, attack Karn, attack them. is an easy just recruit for Lauren here. Especially because I know they have Ensnaring Bridge in their hands. I assume this is them trying to cast the bridge? No, Brutality. -2, and Drain. Sure, you got it. What did they discard? Oh, they discarded the Needle. Okay. And is this the bridge? Okay. Okay, but you do know I have this in my hand, right? Let's get that out of here. Wasteland. I won't use that, but it's a nice one to have. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, not gonna do anything here. Just gonna take the damage and pass. There's like maybe an argument for activating Lauren for the extra damage, but there's no reason to here. It's curses. Got it. Feel like having Curse and Helmline in the same deck is a bit much. Well, I'm going to bring in all these, and then I don't really know what else. No, I don't want Jite. Scarab's Horn's probably not good either. This may be a pest control matchup. We will see. I don't think it's a great one, but I think it's probably good enough killing. It's like Sagas, Chalice, Needle, Shadow Spear. I think it's probably good enough, especially because we have some real stankers in our deck anyway. Right, and we saw the Chromox, yep. Is Mom even worse than Bowmasters? Yeah, it probably is. I don't love a lot of what I have going on here, but I think it might just be, this might just be what we got. Yeah. What do I think about Harvester of Souls? Is that the like 5-drop you can? It doesn't say channel, but it basically has like channel -2/-2 something. I think that card's probably good. I think probably the main problem with it is that like in terms of being a card that can both be a threat and answer threats. Yeah. No, yeah, it's not Harvester of Souls. It's I think the main problem is that like there's not actually that many X2s that like there's not many cards that it answers that are stopping you from animating something more relevant. It doesn't cycle. It's channel basically. Harvester of Misery. Yeah, there we go. See, I think mostly the problem is that like, yeah, it is okay. Um, yeah, I don't want Thalia. I think the main problem, yeah, is just like, you know, a big problem for scam is like unlicensed terse. It doesn't do anything to unlicensed terse. That's a good example. I think it's like a decent enough card. I just don't know what problems it's solving for a scam, and that's the question you always have to ask when you're figuring out whether to put it into a deck. What is this? Um, it can definitely like clear a board. That's cool, but like it doesn't. um, uh, like let's put it this way. There's only so many cards that Harvester of Misery answers that are also keeping an Atraxa from getting reanimated. And Atraxa is pretty good at making your opponent's board not matter. Um, yeah, I'll Skyclave this. Yeah, Containment Priest is not super popular. So it's a lot of Saga constructs. I mean, Magus isn't much of a problem because you already have a bunch of land cyclers to find your basics. Opposition Agent isn't played much at all. Voidwalker kind of has the problem where like it's not better against Voidwalker than a removal spell. It's actually worse because it immediately gets exiled with a Void counter, so it doesn't really do what it's supposed to be doing against Voidwalker. And Grief has already gotten all this, like has already dealt with everything, right? Like using a removal spell against Grief is never the thing you're really looking for. What am I doing here? I think that I want to Lauren the Leyline so that I don't have to think about it anymore, and then I'm probably going to be pest controlling the Urza Saga stuff going on the next couple turns. Yeah, that seems right. I have a lot of answers to these Urza Saga constructs, etc. So I'm just gonna make sure I don't die to like Helm off the top or whatever. Well, I am really glad I don't have to deal with Overwhelming Splendor. That is really nice to know. Oh, and they just make the next construct for me? That's so nice. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna. I guess what it lets me do is just do this right now so they don't get the second full saga. Yeah, that works. And then next turn I can like pest control plus bowmasters or whatever. Okay. I would really like to see them take this trade. Damn, I tried. Wow. Alrighty. What? Hold up. Okay. Never mind. My moto is lagging pretty bad now. Very annoying timing. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll wisp the illusion and then... Yeah, I'm fine just chilling actually. Oops. Well, this wisp should be alive if Moto was not laggy, but this is the application. Ensnaring bridge. Okay. I can recruit for my other Lauren then. Okay, recruiter. I hear ya. I hear ya. A non-token creature. Goodbye, Bowmasters. Actually, maybe it's supposed to be Recruiter. Nah, we're fine. If we get rid of Recruiter but keep Bowmasters, then it just makes the lethal line a bit simpler, but that's fine. We got a Wisp. I'll Wisp Recruiter and get... It doesn't really even matter. I guess I'll get a Solitude, whatever. Stoneforge is probably like the best thing to get, but it really doesn't matter at that point. All right, cool. 50 play points on the way. It's a very mono white looking hand. I'll keep it. It's good against most things. I was gonna say I would rather it not be Delver, just because I don't have like swords. Oh, nice! I have swords. I'm gonna play into days anyway, so I guess I probably should wait until I see whether Delver flips. Okay. Do I also play off stream? Rarely. I used to more commonly, but I've just been too busy lately. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Scrubland first because I'd rather have the Igonjo as a removal spell if I need it. Let's see, is Bro on Grixis or Teamer? Grixis. It's probably a Bowmaster. No, it's just a Lightning Bolt. Okay. Alright, well, that's an easy choice. Darn. I was going to say another land would be perfect. At this point, I probably have to play out the Igonjo. I would like to cast a Stoneforge first. I'm actually going to do this. And yeah, let's just get a Batterskull. It's either Batterskull or Sash, but I think Sash is just too mana hungry with this hand. So they've already used a Bolt. They've flipped a DRC into the yard, but they do have a Brainstorm still. Yeah, same Brainstorm they revealed. So hopefully they don't find another Bolt. It appears that they didn't, but I guess we'll see. What have we got? Delver. Well, can I get a lands, please? Ugh. I really wanted to land there so I could Bowmaster and put in Batterskull. And they brainstormed. Oh, they fetched after brainstorming, so they don't know the top of their deck. So if they flip the Delvers, they're attacking me for 9, going down to 2. If I put in Batterskull, I go up to 6, but then I don't have an answer to any of the Delvers in play anyway. If I Bowmaster a Delver, then and one of them flips, then they attack me for 6, put me to 5, but I'm still in basically the same conundrum. Let's see. So if we Bowmaster a Delver and the other one flips, let's assume there's a spell on top of their deck. Does Bowmaster killing a Delver save us? So they would flip, attack us for 6, we'd go down to 5. We would untap, and we would basically have to recruit for a Solitude, pitch the Thalia to kill 1. The next one then attacks us for 3 down to 2, and we still can't put the Batterskull in. Yeah, I think if they flip these Delvers, we're just dead anyway, so. Nice. Is it worth considering recruit for Solitude and hope to draw land next turn? No, because I need to. If the whole point is to beat these Delvers, I have to cast a Bowmaster now to kill one of them right now, basically. If I'm recruiting for a Solitude now, then I am. Oh god, the 4th Delver. I have to cast one of the removal spells right away anyway. And the problem is that the Bowmaster won't be a removal spell after they flip. Hi, Jax. How's it going? Hopefully that made sense. I'm definitely stumbling over my words a bit at this hour, but they're playing 4 color. Okay. Underground Sea and Ponder were revealed. Okay. And they find a lightning bolt, so we're just dead. Okay, sure. Okay. A bona fide pest control matchup has finally been found, even if it is a pretty good matchup already. So I'm going to board in all this juicy removal. I'm going to cut Cauldra, Lauren, and 3 Thalias. Yeah. imagine if we drew pest control there, right? Huh? Jax. I think that Thoughtseize is pretty solid in this matchup because I think you just want to trade one for one kind of like as quickly as you can to get down to low resources, because once you have kind of bled your opponent dry a bit and you know that like your spells are going to resolve, at that point it feels like the game tends to be pretty good for you, and you're basically always taking a card and gaining virtually way more than 2 life with the card that you take basically always. 1 second. All right, I'm back. So like here's an example. I'm almost certainly taking a threat here. I'm not sure which it is, but either way, it's gonna save me quite a bit of life. I am leaning towards taking the Dragon's Rage Channeler, but I'm not 100% sure because my next play is going to be casting the Stoneforge Mystic, and if I let my opponent keep the Dragon's Rage Channeler, it's technically better in the long term, but it is worse specifically against me getting a Sash, which is a pretty good thing to get when I know that my Stoneforge is going to get bolted. So yeah, I think for that reason, I am going to take the Delver. If they only had one threat, I might take the Ponder there. But with I don't think I can afford to really let them have two threats here when I have no actual answers to them in my hands. Well, now I have answer, but all right, so let's get that Lion Sash. I think there's also honestly maybe an argument for taking Bolt specifically because we're following up with a Stoneforge, but I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy to have a Bolt go after a Stoneforge. Like just getting a Sash for it is perfectly fine, you know? In a sense, it's mana they have to spend not developing the board. I mean, so like they get to make their DRC Delirious either way. They're gonna fetch and bolt. This lets them bolt my face, but like I would rather take this block than give them the option of sixing me. So this also lets me think about like kind of blowing them out with a Solitude. I don't think I'm going to though. I don't think that's really worth it, considering the upside of my Stoneforge living is that I'm still just getting a Sash, right? So I'm just going to let this all happen. Another DRC, okay. There's the other land we know about. Molten Collapse. Alright. Land is fine. Null Rod. That really messes it up. God, wow, that's frustrating. Okay. So I am going to take Lightning Bolt then, so that they don't have... God, I might just have to... Yeah, this is so much damage. God, that's such a... My opponents are really getting me today. I don't know what to do. I just can't win tonight, apparently. Pest control? No. Now I need Battle of Bywater. Pest control is not enough. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Tonight was cursed. It happens. It does indeed happen. It is about 11. I had a really long day. I think I'm just gonna call it tonight. Not do any art game on this specific night, so I'm gonna switch over to this old screen right here. Thank you for joining me. I stream some form of D&T basically always every Wednesday or Thursday and Sunday night starting at 9 Eastern. These are all the places you can find me on the internet. If you missed any of this and want to check it out, it'll be uploaded to YouTube overnight. As you saw, there was unfortunately a lot of losing, but hey, maybe some of the losses will be interesting to you. But yeah, I am going to head off, and I hope you all have a good night.